What's up? It's the Political Brown Kid here, and I just have to say, I don't know why I keep setting myself up, but I did check out Bill Maher on Friday. Well, I actually checked it out today on Sunday, the February 5th, but it was the Friday, February 3rd show. And boy, I tell you, like I told y'all, Bill Maher is the biggest, you know what, hole ever. So here's what went on. This is what I want to talk about. And this is the unfortunate life perspective or unfortunate events of Killer Mike, should I say. So he has Killer Mike on as, I guess, your guest speaker. Once he does his little whack monologue, I'm talking about Bill Maher, he's not funny at all. He does his little 10-minute whack monologue at the beginning of every show. Then he sits down with a special guest. And of course, this time it was his favorite buddy, Killer Mike. You know? So this is where I want to talk about Killer Mike. And this is what I mean by what I'm talking about disappointing black people. We just have, I don't know, if you're looking for black leaders, we have none. And I see why we were enslaved. I honestly do. And I can't even fault the white man for enslaving us at this point in time. I'm not trying to say slavery was right, but I'm just trying to say I understand why he did it. Now here's Killer Mike, supposed to be some black activist, supposedly. He claims he's so smart. And in his defense, he's of average intelligence. When I'm talking about Killer Mike, he is of average intelligence, and he knows what he's talking about more so than I say a lot of other people do. But the first thing he does when he comes on the show, well, no, this is the first thing he does. So this goes to show you Bill Maher's ignorance. And I told y'all Bill Maher's a racist. I told y'all he's a racist. He's a liberal racist. They don't know they're racist, but they do racist things. That's what I mean by liberal racist. They're totally clueless about their racism. So Killer Mike comes on, they shake hands, him and them, they dap each other up, and then they sit down. Then Killer Mike was sweating like hell, too. I just want to mention that. I don't know if he took a shower right before he came out and forgot to dry himself off, or he ran up 20 flights of stairs, but this man was sweating profusely. In any event, Killer Mike sits down, and then he smiles and extends his hand to Bill Maher and says, "Happy Black History Month." And you could see the look on. Go check it out. I challenge all of y'all to go find and watch that first. Just watch that part. You don't want to see Bill Maher's whole show, but just watch the interview he did with Killer Mike. Bill Maher's face when Killer Mike told him Happy Black History Month. Bill Maher shook his hand, but you can see it wasn't a firm handshake. Watch his hand. It's kind of like, how like when a joke that you hate, like when somebody hates you, when you hate somebody and you like, yeah, y'all shake hands and make up, and somebody forces y'all to shake hands and you don't want to shake that joke. You know how you extend that little weak hand and like you don't even really squeeze and apply pressure. You just kind of like, yeah. I'm sorry. And then you walk over. That was the handshake that he gave Killer Mike. First, he made a facial expression like, well, why do we have to go there? Happy Black History. He made a face. Then he extended a weak handshake. And then he was just kind of like, oh. And then he made a little strange comment about like, why did we even have to go there? That's Bill Maher. But if you had said to him, Happy 9/11 or 9/11, we'll never forget, I guarantee you he would have had a different disposition. If you would have said Happy Independence Day, he'd have had a different disposition. But I told y'all, these liberals, when it comes time to black issues that specifically impact black people, they act like jerks. And that's exactly what he did. And I'm telling y'all, this shows the racism of Bill Maher. But the other point that I kind of really want to talk about is this. When you look at Killer Mike, a man that's supposed to claim he's about black people and the uplifting of black people, and he's so pro-black and he knows everything about black people, why the heck would you come on Bill Maher's show and then sit down and you haven't been sat down for 30 seconds and already the N-word is flying out your mouth towards a white man? And people wonder why white people don't respect us as people. He sit down and be like, because I'm not a house N-word. Yeah, I'm not a house N-word. Maybe I'm a house N-word. He uses the house N-word line. And I don't know if he was trying to use that because Bill Maher had used that line, a couple of seasons back. And he was just trying to take a little dig. But then he says, hey, let me tell you something. Then he just uses the term my N-word towards Bill Maher, like calling Bill Maher N-word. He's trying to like, why do your heroes, this is for you guys to think about. Why is it that your heroes, and typically your heroes are nothing more than rappers and actors and athletes, why do they love to like to normalize the N-word? You don't hear Jews normalizing the K word or the H word. And if you don't know what the K word and the H word is for Jews, go look it up because I'm not going to say it. But why do we like normalizing the words that are derogatory towards us? And we fling them around in front of white people and we think it's cool and funny. It's not. And so this is all I want to talk about with Killer Mike. And the final thing I'm going to say about Killer Mike, because I'm going to make this short, is this. Once again, here's a man that's supposed to be so smart and supposedly he knows a whole bunch about history and he thinks he's so smart and intelligent, but yet he's so happy to be nominated for a Grammy. And I think he plans on showing up. I think he's nominated for 3 Grammys because it's Hip Hop 50th. If Killer Mike, do you understand what the history of the Grammys is? And you should. They didn't even consider rap music an art form. They refuse to have, in black people, and we're always trying to fight to get ourselves into events that we don't belong in or we shouldn't care about. We fought and fought just to sit down with a bunch of white people and wear ball gowns and get an award. You weren't happy with the MTV Awards. You weren't happy with the Hip Hop Source Awards. Matter of fact, you ghettoized that and just made that unbearable. And you're not happy with Soul Train Awards. You're not happy with any of the award shows that you have and that you were created by you and are for you. You've got to be validated by the white man. So because you're now nominated for a Grammy, you're so happy. You could have used that time on Bill Maher's platform to talk about the history of the racism in the Grammys and in the music industry. But instead, you up here smiling and cheesing, showing your ceramic white teeth because you're nominated. And this is coming from Killer Mike, political activist. This is the political brown kid. If you have something that you want to say in relation to this, please drop a comment in. I know half of y'all want to challenge me because you love rappers and defending them so much. So go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you don't, hit the like button anyway. I'm out of here.